Yeah, I was pleased. In a spring game, you got a lot of different groups going, mixing and matching. As far as offensive line, defensive line, but I was very pleased with both sides. Definitely a lot of things we still got to work on for our first game, but there's also some good things. I was really pleased with how our younger players, when they got their opportunity and some of that live situation, how they responded on both sides of the football. I thought we started off a little sloppy, offensively, but then we kind of settled in and thought did a good job. I was pleased with how we performed in our situations with the clock. I think our guys, that helps us a lot, being comfortable in those situations, and I think it helps the coaches too as well. And good thing about the spring game, as you said, everybody's healthy, and hey, Emporia State wins. That's the one thing I do know. So I'm pleased with how we did today. Well, I don't know. We might have looked deep today. I wish we'd be a little bit deeper. With Kai Callan's going out, it's given really some opportunities for like Deontay Robinson to step up, and of course Landon Nault. And I thought both of those backs did a really good job. And Antonio didn't get a whole lot of reps today, but he's going to be a junior. I know what he can do. So that's good to see when you have players that when they get their opportunity, they make the best of it. And it's hard really because you only want to be out. I didn't want to be out here too long. I wanted to go about an hour, 15 minutes. You want to make sure everybody gets an opportunity to play, and sometimes reps are decided by whether or not we're getting first downs or not. Well, I was pleased with both of them. I think they both made mistakes, of course, but then they also moved the offense as well. So, Brent didn't get a whole lot of reps, a whole lot of action today, but we had 14 previous practices where he was able to do that, and I really wanted to see put those other quarterbacks in some situations to kind of see how they responded, and I thought both of them did well. The one thing I think for us defensively that we looked at was, again, playing hard, playing with some effort, and competing on a consistent basis, because I don't know if we did that all the time last year. But I think there's been a lot of growth over there. I think our secondary is beginning to play a lot better. I think those guys are growing up back there, which is good to see. I think that from a pass rushing standpoint, I thought we have improved there. I saw that today, getting some pressure on the quarterback, which is something that we didn't, something I felt like we needed to work on. So biggest thing is we kind of, in the spring, I feel like on a positive note, we still have a long way to go as far as improvement, and before we get to our first game, which, now starts the second kind of the phase of summer strength and conditioning, and it'll be here before we know it. Unbelievable. Yeah. Hey, that's that was very exciting to see. They're all standing up underneath the press box, and I was very pleased with that. And that says a lot, not only about our fans here in the community, but I also think it says a lot about the type of players that we have here within our program and the type of families that they have. Very supportive. So that was very impressive. I'm trying to think, again, we've done this spring game different ways and done on Friday nights and Saturdays. And, that could have, I don't know, Don, you know more than I do. Could have been one of the biggest crowds since I've been here as far as for a spring game, and especially, as you said, as the way the weather was. So very, very pleased with that.